In the previous tutorial, I left it at a cliffhanger. Dean and Emma are getting stuck into their debt elimination plan. They've completed the first 3 steps. They've gone through and identified all their debts. They've listed them from smallest to largest. And then they've gone through and minimized their payments and all their debts to the minimum, freeing up $433, which they can now purposefully apply to a deliberate debt elimination plan. In this video, we are going to look at the last 5 steps of this debt elimination process. It's an exciting journey, so I hope you enjoy it. So let's start this tutorial by returning to Dean and Emma's journey. 3 steps of the debt elimination plan, and now they turn their attention to the last 5 steps. Steps 4 and 5 are very simple. Focus all your surplus at paying down just one debt. You start with the smallest debt first. Forget about the others, they will tick along doing their thing. Your priority needs to be just this one smallest debt. Throw every dollar of surplus you can at this one debt. In Dean and Emma's case, this was their $1,600 Go MasterCard. Now, before I show you the debt repayment plan, let's have a quick refresher of Dean and Emma's position summary. Their surplus is absolutely key to this plan. Their minimum monthly surplus was $443 per month, and their average monthly surplus was $1,056 per month. What this really means is that on their 2 pay months, they will have a surplus of $443, but on their 3 pay months, which come twice a year, they will receive an extra $3,554. With this in mind, here is Dean and Emma's repayment plan. They started this debt repayment plan in July, focusing on their smallest debt first. This was their Go MasterCard, which was owing $1,600. So in July, they threw their entire surplus of $443 at the debt, plus the $30 interest charge. This brought the balance owing down to $1,157. In August and September, they did the same thing. And then in October, the Go MasterCard was gone, and they had $172 left over, which they immediately threw off their second debt, the Visa, which had $5,500 owing. Now, a couple of things to note about November. Now that the Go MasterCard was paid off, the $30 interest charge they had been paying was no longer required, so their surplus increased from $443 a month to $473 per month. Also in November, Dean had a 3 pay month, which meant that they had an extra $1,573 to throw at the Visa on top of the $473 surplus, meaning that the Visa dropped from $5,328 owing to $3,282. Then in December, Emma had her 3 pay month too, which meant an extra $1,981, bringing the Visa card down to $828. And in February, the Visa was gone with $118 left over to throw at their next smallest loan, the honeymoon loan. Now, something really important to highlight here. At the end of February, Dean and Emma had been diligently working to this plan for over 14 months. While they had been focusing on building up their central account to match their budget and establishing their rainy day fund, and then paying off the Go MasterCard and the Visa card, both the honeymoon loan and the car loan had continued to reduce with their monthly payments. By the time we got to the honeymoon loan, it had almost halved from $6,600 to $3,500. With another 3 pay month from Dean, their honeymoon loan that had haunted them for nearly 3 years was finally gone. And by the end of May, so was the car loan. Woohoo! I always get so much joy and satisfaction from seeing my clients free themselves from debt. For Dean and Emma, it was like a second chance at life, the life they'd always hoped for. Well, I know I have breezed through this very quickly, The reality is it did take 18 months, and not every month went exactly to plan. But having a plan and the accountability made all the difference. As with every client I work with, Dean and Emma had a plan drawn up at the start that showed them each step in the journey, so they could see how the seemingly impossible could actually become reality. They then stuck this chart on the fridge and crossed off each month and celebrated the demise of each debt. Having a chart provides a powerful reminder of why you are living to a budget and helps you stay focused when you are tempted to give in. Most importantly, with this chart, Dean and Emma could see the end point. They could see their debt-free day, which provided a powerful reminder of why they were living to a budget and helped them stay focused when self-doubt and temptation started to creep in. So there you have it, the debt snowball strategy. Let me now finish up with a summary of Dean and Emma's transformational story. 18 months ago, Dean and Emma came to see me. They literally were living paycheck to paycheck, constantly juggling the bills. They had no savings, and they were one big unexpected expense away from disaster. They were constantly stressed, and even when they did spend on fun stuff, they felt guilty because they knew they couldn't afford it. They regularly had money fights, and on top of the mortgage, they had $20,000 in lifestyle debt. If we flash forward 18 months now, they are living happily to a budget. They always have enough money to pay the bills as and when they turn up. Their savings has grown from nothing when they first came to see me to $1,272 on a monthly basis. So on their 2 pay months, they are saving $1,272. And when we factor in the 3 pay months, they have average monthly savings of $2,328 per month. They have a rainy day fund in place of $3,500, no lifestyle debt, no financial stress, and no more money fights. And they have just been skiing in Japan for 2 weeks, completely paid for with cash. Now they are turning their attention to the mortgage. They've now doubled their principal payment on the mortgage, so that worst case scenario, they'll have it paid off in 15 years and save themselves about $200,000 in interest. I suspect they're going to do it a lot better than that. Okay, now it's your turn to create your transformational journey. So there you have it, the debt snowball, a powerful debt elimination strategy used so successfully by Dean and Emma and hundreds of coaching clients. This system, this program really works, and now it's your turn to apply it. Identify all of your debts. List them from smallest to largest. Identify the minimum you can pay on each debt without incurring any extra charges or interest or without the balance getting any bigger. Then build your debt repayment plan. Put it into a chart. Start with your smallest debt and focus all your surplus on that one debt until that debt's gone. And when that debt's gone, focus on the next debt. And from this, you should be able to calculate your debt-free day. Put it in a chart and stick it on the fridge. Cross it off as you go so that you can track your progress and stay motivated. This is a powerful process. I promise you it works. Just give it a go.